capable of delivering 3,900 rounds of 30mm depleted uranium ammunition per minute. The primary weapon system of the Fairchild Republic A-10 Thunderbolt II represents an unparalleled commitment to aerial firepower. Across a contested battle space, where ground forces face overwhelming odds, a distinct silhouette often emerges. Known affectionately as the Warthog, this aircraft's arrival signals an immediate shift in dynamics. Its formidable presence, often described as an airborne tank, is universally recognized by those who have witnessed its operational deployment. The unmistakable sound of its GAU-8 Avenger autocannon, a 7-barrel rotary cannon, precedes a torrent of ordnance. Each 30mm projectile, specifically designed for anti-armor roles, impacts with devastating effect, affirming the A-10's singular, enduring purpose: to provide devastatingly effective close air support with a combination of raw power and precision unmatched by its contemporaries. Conceived during the Cold War era in the 1970s, the A-10 was specifically engineered to counter the substantial threat posed by Soviet armored formations across European theaters. Its design philosophy prioritized survivability, durability, and a massive internal cannon, making it a unique asset within tactical aviation. For over 4 decades, this robust and highly resilient airframe has consistently proven its operational value across numerous global conflicts. It has adapted from its initial anti-tank brief to become a versatile instrument, capable of operating in hazardous and complex environments, earning its reputation as a steadfast workhorse. However, as the methodologies of modern warfare undergo significant transformation, characterized by evolving threat landscapes and technological advancements, the continued operational viability and strategic placement of the A-10 within contemporary air forces have become subjects of intense debate. Its future, once seemingly assured, now faces considerable scrutiny. Despite its proven track record, the A-10's operational future has become a focal point of intense strategic debate within military circles and governmental bodies. Critics contend its design parameters, conceived for a bygone era, render it increasingly vulnerable and operationally limited in the face of modern warfare's evolving landscape. They highlight its comparatively lower speed and lack of stealth as significant liabilities when confronting advanced, integrated air defense systems and 5th-generation combat aircraft, arguing that its specialized close air support role may hinder its adaptability in future high-intensity conflicts. Conversely, a dedicated cohort of advocates champions the A-10, asserting its enduring relevance stems from its unparalleled capabilities in its primary mission. They point to its robust construction, featuring a titanium bathtub cockpit for pilot protection and redundant flight control systems, as evidence of its exceptional survivability in contested airspace. The formidable GAU-8 Avenger autocannon, alongside its substantial ordnance capacity, is frequently cited as an irreplaceable asset for engaging hardened ground targets. This faction maintains that the A-10 embodies the very essence of direct ground support, fostering an unbreakable operational bond between air and ground forces that newer, more technologically advanced platforms may struggle to replicate. The United States Air Force, confronting escalating budgetary pressures and a strategic pivot towards multi-role, stealth-optimized aircraft such as the F-35 Lightning II, has repeatedly advocated for the A-10's phased withdrawal. Their argument centers on resource reallocation, suggesting that the funds expended on maintaining and upgrading the Warthog could be more effectively invested in next-generation platforms. However, this stance faces considerable resistance from various elements within the military and legislative branches, who view the A-10 not merely as an aircraft, but as a critical component of tactical doctrine. The central question remains: can a platform designed for Cold War confrontations effectively adapt to and survive the intricate, high-threat environments of contemporary and future conflicts? This strategic crossroads continues to generate fervent discussion, underscoring the A-10's unique and often contentious position in military aviation. Despite its enduring design principles, the A-10 Thunderbolt II has been the subject of extensive modernization programs, specifically engineered to ensure its operational relevance and capability amidst contemporary challenges. These enhancements have encompassed significant avionics upgrades, the integration of advanced precision weaponry, comprehensive wing replacement initiatives, and the incorporation of sophisticated targeting pods. Such modifications have demonstrably prolonged the aircraft's service life and expanded its operational envelope. A pivotal upgrade has been the incorporation of modern targeting pods, such as the Sniper and Lightning systems. These technologies furnish high-resolution imagery and precision targeting capabilities, enabling A-10 pilots to accurately identify and engage hostile elements from greater standoff distances. This capability inherently mitigates the exposure of the airframe and its crew to immediate threats, a crucial factor in contested airspace. Furthermore, the implementation of robust network connectivity facilitates real-time data exchange and coordinated operations with allied assets. This development has substantially improved the aircraft's situational awareness, thereby enhancing its responsiveness to dynamic battlefield conditions and solidifying its role as an integrated component within a broader force structure. However, even with these comprehensive enhancements, the A-10's long-term operational viability remains a subject of considerable strategic deliberation, particularly concerning ongoing modernization demands and fiscal constraints within defense budgets. Proponents of its phased retirement often contend that the aircraft's highly specialized role and singular capabilities render it an economically demanding asset in an era increasingly dominated by multi-role platforms and joint operational doctrines. Conversely, advocates maintain that the A-10 functions as a critical failsafe, providing a demonstrably reliable asset capable of addressing specific close air support requirements that are currently unmatched by any other platform. They underscore the Warthog's exceptional capacity for prolonged loitering over engagement zones, its inherent resilience to battle damage, and its ability to deliver sustained suppressive fire, citing these attributes as irrefutable evidence of its enduring operational value. Central to this discussion, and indeed to the A-10's operational identity, is the GAU-8 Avenger. This formidable 30mm rotary cannon, capable of discharging projectiles at a rate approaching 900 rounds per minute, constitutes the very core of its close air support mission. It has become inextricably linked with the A-10's purpose, symbolizing its profound destructive potential and lethality. For many observers, the GAU-8 epitomizes the essence of direct ground support, the capacity to deliver overwhelming suppressive fire in direct aid of ground forces, thereby neutralizing entrenched enemy positions. Records indicate its deployment has consistently instilled apprehension among adversaries, whilst simultaneously bolstering the confidence of Allied personnel, serving as a tangible manifestation of formidable military strength. Nevertheless, the evolving character of modern warfare has introduced novel challenges to both the A-10 and its primary weapon system. The proliferation of advanced integrated air defense networks and sophisticated electronic warfare capabilities has increasingly complicated the aircraft's ability to operate within optimal engagement ranges for its cannon. Concurrently, the widespread adoption of advanced anti-armor missiles and precision-guided munitions has somewhat diminished the historical requirement for a dedicated tank killer platform operating at close quarters. Despite the ongoing strategic deliberations regarding its long-term viability, the A-10 Thunderbolt II has consistently demonstrated its operational efficacy across various contemporary conflicts. Records indicate its deployment during campaigns in Iraq and Afghanistan, and subsequently against the Islamic State in Syria and Iraq, underscored its critical value. The aircraft's established capacity for providing close air support, executing forward air control, and conducting combat search and rescue operations rendered it an indispensable component for ground personnel, who became reliant upon its formidable presence and sustained firepower. However, as the strategic focus of the United States military pivots towards the potential engagement with peer adversaries in high-intensity multi-domain conflicts, the operational future of the A-10 encounters significant scrutiny. Military analysts contend that the aircraft's inherently subsonic velocity and substantial radar cross-section present considerable vulnerabilities when operating against advanced, integrated air defense systems. Furthermore, its ability to operate effectively within highly contested airspace, particularly in conjunction with fifth-generation combat aircraft such as the F-35 Lightning II, is a subject of ongoing debate. The disparity in operational profiles and technological capabilities raises questions regarding seamless integration and mutual support in a future high-threat environment. These considerations have prompted proposals for the phased transition to alternative, more technologically advanced platforms. Options frequently cited include the F-35 and various uncrewed aerial systems, UAS. Proponents of these next-generation assets argue that they offer commensurate operational capacities while simultaneously providing enhanced resilience against sophisticated threats and significantly greater operational versatility. This expanded flexibility would theoretically enable their deployment across a broader spectrum of missions and diverse operational theaters, thereby addressing the evolving demands of contemporary warfare with a reduced risk profile. The strategic imperative, according to this perspective, is to transition to platforms that can sustain operations in environments where the A-10's design characteristics might present unacceptable operational liabilities. However, for a substantial segment of military strategists and ground personnel, the proposition of phasing out the A-10 is regarded as a profoundly misguided strategic decision, potentially jeopardizing the efficacy of critical close air support operations and the security of deployed troops. Proponents of its continued service assert that no alternative platform currently operating within the inventory can replicate the Warthog's distinct blend of sustained offensive capability, inherent resilience, and extended loiter duration over contested zones. They posit that any attempt to prematurely retire this asset would inevitably create a significant operational void within the United States' aerial capabilities. Furthermore, observers frequently highlight the A-10's profound symbolic resonance and established cultural footprint within military culture. It is perceived by many as an embodiment of a particular operational philosophy, representing the steadfast spirit of American military resolve and the symbiotic operational relationship forged between aerial and ground units. For these advocates, the A-10 transcends its mechanical designation, assuming the mantle of a national emblem, a tangible representation of American strength and unwavering determination, commemorating the operational history and profound human cost of military engagement across generations. As the rigorous debate concerning the A-10's operational longevity persists, one aspect remains unequivocally clear. Its historical imprint is indelible, and its position within the annals of military aviation unequivocally established. From the arduous campaigns in the arid deserts of the Persian Gulf to the challenging mountainous terrains of Afghanistan, the A-10 has consistently demonstrated its critical value, providing unrivaled close air support capabilities and sustained aerial deterrence, irrespective of the operational odds or environmental obstacles. And whilst its ultimate fate may remain subject to strategic re-evaluation, the operational ethos embodied by the A-10 endures. It resides within the dedicated aircrew who pilot it, the ground forces who depend upon its protective presence, and the wider populace who have come to recognize it as a definitive symbol of national fortitude. For as long as there are individuals prepared to face peril in service of others, the operational requirement for an aircraft akin to the A-10, a ubiquitous protector of ground personnel, capable of delivering the concentrated application of aerial might in defense of core principles, will persist. The strategic discourse surrounding the A-10 Thunderbolt II continues, with arguments presented for both its continued operational deployment and its eventual retirement. However, Irrespective of these deliberations, the documented operational history of this airframe establishes its unique position within military aviation. Its design philosophy, prioritizing robust construction and specific mission capabilities, has demonstrated a consistent operational effectiveness that warrants detailed analysis. Evidence suggests the A-10's sustained operational presence has fostered a notable symbiosis between aerial and ground components. Its capacity for prolonged loitering and precise, overwhelming firepower has frequently been cited by ground personnel as a critical factor in mission success and morale. This established operational rapport, developed over decades of active service, underscores the profound impact a dedicated close air support platform can have on battlefield dynamics. Beyond its technical specifications and operational performance, the A-10 has attained a distinct cultural and institutional significance within the armed forces. It has become emblematic of a specific tactical doctrine, the unwavering support for ground forces in high-threat environments. This perception is not merely anecdotal. It is rooted in countless documented instances where the aircraft's intervention demonstrably altered engagement outcomes, often under extremely hazardous conditions, thereby symbolizing the steadfast resolve inherent in such operations. The A-10 Thunderbolt II's operational trajectory, spanning over 4 decades, has solidified its status as a notable example of military engineering adapted to evolving threats. Its distinctive profile and singular mission profile have ensured its recognition amongst both military professionals and the wider public. The aircraft's legacy, therefore, extends beyond mere hardware. It functions as a case study in the persistent evolution of battlefield technology and the enduring requirement for platforms capable of direct, decisive intervention. Ultimately, the A-10 represents a critical juncture in the evolution of close air support aircraft. Its design, initially conceived to counter specific Cold War threats, evolved through numerous conflicts, demonstrating remarkable adaptability through modernization programs. Whilst the future landscape of aerial warfare is undeniably shifting towards stealth, speed, and networked operations, the fundamental lessons derived from the A-10's operational history, particularly regarding survivability, sustained firepower, and direct ground support, remain pertinent for prospective airframe designs and tactical doctrines. Its continued operational analysis offers valuable insights into the complex interplay between technological capability and strategic necessity.